When she moved into Swizz and them's house to work on the music with him, he was still married to his wife, living in that same house. And then she moved in while she was cool with the wife.
Y'all, this tea is on fire, because if you thought for a second that Alicia Keys was going to sit back, play the loyal wife, and let Swizz Beatz run wild, think again. According to what's blowing up all over social media right now, all-girl Alicia just allegedly ended the marriage, and it's all because Swizz couldn't stay faithful. Now, the streets are saying he didn't just cheat, he might have gotten his side chick pregnant. And that, my friends, is allegedly the final straw. Alicia, it seems, is officially done, and she's ready to walk away from the entire mess. But this is the part that's got the fans really shook. This doesn't sound like a one-night slip-up. The whispers are getting louder.
How Swizz Beatz was with his ex, still with his ex at the time, when they said Alicia swooped on in there.
And it's starting to look like Swizz has been sneaking around with this same woman for a while, possibly right under Alicia's nose. And if what people are saying is true, the pregnancy might have been the final blow in a marriage that's been quietly falling apart for a long, long time. So now, everybody's asking the same things. How could you do the unthinkable? And how long has Alicia known? And just how deep does this betrayal actually go? Y'all, we have to break this down because the tea is on fire, and it looks like Alicia just hit her breaking point.
Like a lot of guys are not prepared for strong women.
Talk about that.
I understand a lot of guys are not prepared for a strong woman. And what we have is she's her boss, I'm my boss.
From what's spilling all over social media right now, it's about to get real ugly. According to insiders close to the situation, Alicia has officially had it with Swizz Beatz and is gearing up to walk away from the marriage for good. And now, quietly, the word on the street says that she already hired one of the most ruthless celebrity divorce attorneys in Hollywood. She's ready to take him to the cleaners and make him regret ever trying to play her like that. But y'all, what really happened? This wasn't just your average tea scandal.
Alicia Keys, you f***ing goofy bitch. How the f*** they got you on The Voice anyway when you ain't got one? Run around stealing people's husbands and shit.
Swizzy allegedly got caught up with the woman he's been messing around with behind the scenes. And here's the part that's got everybody gagged. The woman is reportedly pregnant. Y'all, that means Swizz is about to have a baby with someone who is not his wife. And Alicia, well, she's not sticking around to play stepmom to her husband's side chick's baby. Although Alicia thought she could move in silence, the streets were watching. She was recently photographed out in public, and fans immediately picked up on something being off. She wasn't just walking by, she was clearly trying to hide her face. Like she didn't want to be seen at all.
Relationship that's over, and you're kind of remembering all the times that it was there, like you're remembering the way that they felt with their arms around you instead of just the covers being around you.
That alone had people talking. But that's when the real tea dropped. Turns out Alicia wasn't just running errands. Insiders quickly revealed that she had just walked out of her divorce attorney's office. And now fans are convinced that she was trying to keep it under wraps because she didn't want Swizzy to find out yet. Now, allegedly, Alicia is trying to hit him with the papers out of nowhere and catch him completely off guard. Y'all, Swizzy is about to learn the hard way that Alicia is not the one to play with. For years, rumors have followed their marriage like a shadow.
I think like a lot of times people think they own each other.
Whispers about Swizzy creeping around with side chicks, popping up with stories and drama bubbling just under the surface. But every single time, Swizz shut it down. He swore up and down that he was loyal to Alicia and Alicia only. And somehow, he always walked away looking clean. But now, it's not just gossip anymore. It's not some anonymous woman making claims on the internet. There's allegedly a whole baby on the way. And suddenly, the story is looking a lot harder to spin. You can't lie your way out of a pregnancy test. And the fact that this is all blowing up at once, with Alicia reportedly lawyering up and plotting her exit behind the scenes.
What do they say? A girl's, a woman's song, that Superwoman song. that let me not even sing it. But again, man, I remember everybody was like, damn, that's some nasty work. She won't even respond either.
Yes, Swizzy might have finally fumbled the one person who had his back through it all. And the wild part is that this is not even new tea. Multiple blind items have been hinting at this for years. One from way back in 2021 basically laid it all out, saying that don't believe the hype. Although the end of the alphabet-loving producer, right, rapper, is a cheater. He keeps his cheating super quiet and would never go for a public name. That already happened once, and he ended up having to marry her. Now, fast forward to today, and tell me that doesn't sound like Swizzy to a T. The math is mathing, and the fans are realizing that the signs were all there all along.
That woman invited you up in her house, thinking that you was an artist and you was coming there to steal her husband, Alicia Keys.
Another blind item spilled even more tea, saying this former A-plus list singer turned A-minus list singer has been really busy with a new television gig. Her husband has been loving it though, and has been cheating with his protege of his, who he thinks will be big. Now fans are putting two and two together. Alicia was doing the voice at the time, and Swizzy was out there mentoring artists, and suddenly it's not sounding so blind anymore. So is Alicia ready to pack it up and move on with her life? With a new empire state of mind? But y'all, as messy as this thing is, a lot of folks aren't exactly shedding tears for Alicia. Because let's be real for a second. This is the same situation she helped create. The internet has a long-standing memory, and fans are quick to remind everybody that when Alicia and Swizzy first got together, he was still very much a married man.
And like I said, Swizz, ain't my fault you chose to marry a fake-ass, stud-ass, fucked-up-ass hoe. That ain't my fault. You had a wife.
That scandal had the blogs in a chokehold for months, and people were dragging Alicia for getting involved with a married man. You know, when Nene said, "Close your legs to married men"? Now, over a decade later, it's come full circle, and fans are saying that she's just getting a taste of her own medicine. You lose them how you get them. And he was still legally married to singer Mashonda when it all started, and Mashonda didn't stay quiet at the time. She dragged Alicia for filth on social media. The whole thing popped off after Alicia tweeted, "And love, is it better to go for the choice that is smart or for the choice that has spark?" And that was all Mashonda needed. She clapped back with a full-blown open letter, calling Alicia out for messing with her man and pretending like it was some deep love story. Y'all, fans were shook. And that moment officially turned the public tide against Alicia at the time. But Mashonda clapped back hard, revealing that she had actually gone to Alicia woman to woman, letting her know that she and Swizzy were still married at the time. But according to her, Alicia just didn't care. And honestly, that moment never really left people's minds. So now that Alicia is allegedly getting hit with the same kind of betrayal she once looked the other way on, a lot of folks are calling it straight up karma. And let Mashonda tell it, Alicia wasn't just creeping around with Swizzy. She was the one pushing for him to leave his marriage altogether. And when he finally gave in and filed for divorce, things went from bad to worse. Not only did Alicia allegedly help break up the home, she also tried to push Swizzy into fighting for full custody of his son with Mashonda, Kasim Jr. And that's what really lit the match. It turned an already messy situation into a full-blown war. The tension between them got ugly, and ugly fast. And the fallout dragged on for years. And fans still haven't forgotten, truth be told. Now that that history might be repeating itself, people are calling it karma in real time.
Still married, and when she swooped in there, sheesh. I think they've been together or married for like 15 years. Her and Swizz Beatz. That's a long... Wow.
But anyways, Mashonda eventually chose to put her son first and called for a truce between herself, Swizzy, and Alicia, and they all agreed to it. But insiders claim Alicia wasn't exactly jumping for joy. She just played along because the backlash was getting too loud. She was already being dragged as a homewrecker, and the last thing she wanted was more smoke. So, while it looked like peace on the surface, Some say it was more about saving face than truly making amends. But they even made a few public appearances together, including an ABC interview where they talked about how building a solid co-parenting dynamic and claimed that they were able to move past the drama by putting the kids first. And it all sounded picture perfect. Like 3 mature adults are rising above all the mess for the sake of the children. But at the end of the day, it was Mashonda, the one who got cheated on, who had stepped up and fixed the parenting situation because she didn't want her son caught in a crossfire. And while she was getting praised left and right for taking the high road, Alicia reportedly didn't like that one bit. And that's when she allegedly started doing damage control, pushing these polished PR campaigns to shift the narrative and paint herself as anything but the homewrecker people saw her as. But y'all know Miss Jaguar Wright wasn't about to let Alicia flip the script like that. She clapped back and said flat out that there was an affair and that it started while Alicia was actually living with Swizz and Mashonda. According to Jaguar, Alicia moved in under the excuse of working on music, but that wasn't the only thing she was working on. She's claiming that Alicia started messing with Swizzy right under Mashonda's roof. So, yeah, it looks like Alicia got her boo. And for a while, it really looked like she escaped the karma. But here's the part that she seemed to forget. Swizzy had a long track record. Alicia wasn't the first woman he cheated on, and she definitely wasn't the second. She was just one he ended up marrying. So back in 2000, when Mashonda was pregnant with their first child, Swizz was already out here doing her dirty. He cheated on her with some woman named Nicole Levy, and making it worse, he got Nicole pregnant at the exact same time. Mashonda was dealing with that betrayal while carrying his child, and the stress and the heartbreak reportedly caused some serious complications with her pregnancy. And tragically, their baby didn't make it and was stillborn. But Mashonda ended up forgiving him, and they officially tied the knot in 2004. But here's where it gets messy. Remember how Alicia and Swizzy allegedly started seeing each other around 2007 or 2008? Well, turns out that he was also messing with another woman at the exact same time, and her name was Jamana Sebastian. And yes, y'all, she ended up giving birth to his daughter. So Swizzy wasn't just cheating on Mashonda, he was double-timing both women. And Alicia didn't seem to mind it. Now, here we are 17 years later, and Swizz still hasn't changed his ways. Allegedly. Not only is he allegedly cheating again, but the word in the street says that he got a side chick pregnant. And not just newly pregnant, she's supposedly about to give birth any day now, which would make Swizz a father of 6 kids. Same man, same behavior, just a new baby on the way, and a whole marriage hanging by a thread. And this, well, this was the final straw allegedly for Alicia. See, she might have turned a blind eye to the flirting, to the late-night studio sessions, and even the quiet little affairs, but a whole baby? That's never been a part of the deal. She's not about to play stepmom to some new baby from a side chick, especially when the exact same thing is what blew up Swizzy's last marriage. And the irony? She was more than happy to play stepmom when she was the other woman. But now that the roles are reversed, she's not sticking around. So there you have it, guys. After years of rumors, drama, and heartbreak, the secret's out. Swizz Beatz didn't just cheat. Allegedly, he doubled down and knocked up his side chick. And Alicia? Well, it looks like she might not be sticking around to clear up this mess. The divorce is about more than just betrayal. It's about reclaiming her power and shutting the door on her toxic past, even though she was a willing participant at first. But what happens next in this Swizzy saga? Do you think they'll do the unthinkable and make us look crazy? Was Swizzy going to try to fight back? Or is this the final curtain on their 15-year saga? But one thing's for sure, 2 things for certain. The story's far from over, and we'll be right there watching every twist and turn and every page of her diary. Peace out, Seshers!